You ever wonder what a 60-year-old rock band's website can teach us about the future of business? Well, it turns out a ton. Today, we're going to tear apart just one webpage, the Rolling Stones official site, and what we're going to find is a massive, modern, global empire hiding in plain sight. So let's get into it.
So, what is a rock band really selling these days in 2025? It sounds simple, right? But the answer? It's gotten so much more complicated. It's not just about selling albums or tickets to a show anymore. Not by a long shot. And this website, as you're about to see, it lays out a business strategy that is just so much bigger than the music. Yeah, that's really what we're looking at here. This isn't your old school fan club page. No way. This website is the command center, the central hub for a full-blown rock and roll empire. It's a digital storefront, and it's been built very carefully to do a whole lot more than just, post updates for fans. I mean, at first glance, it looks pretty standard, right? You've got the big, cool photos, the list of tour dates, links to their new stuff, everything you'd expect. But if we start to peel back those layers just a little bit, what you see is the real anatomy of a brand that has absolutely perfected the art of selling not just a thing, but a whole idea. Okay, so let's start with the basics. The most obvious thing, the entire reason the band even exists in the first place, right? The music. This is the bedrock. It's the foundation that everything else is built on. And boom, right at the top of the page, front and center, you can't miss it. The main event. It's that classic call to action. We've got a new album, and we want you to check it out. This is the starting point for everything, that core transaction we all get. And of course, they're highlighting the big singles to hook you in. This is all pretty standard music marketing 101, so far nothing too surprising. But then you scroll down. And that's when you start to see the real machine revving up. See, the music is really just the entry point. It's the beginning. The Rolling Stones aren't just selling you songs these days. No, they're selling you an identity. They're selling this whole idea of a subversive, rebellious lifestyle. And guess what? They've built an entire catalog of products so you can buy a piece of it. For decades, the whole model was super simple. You had the core product, music. The band makes songs, fans buy the songs. A very straightforward deal. But now, look at this. This is the new model, the brand product, lifestyle. This is where the music isn't just music anymore. It's the official soundtrack to a lifestyle that you can literally buy off the shelf. And that is the key shift we're talking about. The evolution from just being a band to becoming a full-on brand. And check this out. This is what that lifestyle brand actually looks like. It's not just an idea. Right next to the new album, they're selling rum. They're selling fragrances, get this, called subversive scents. They're pointing you to a real, physical store. Suddenly, the music is just one line item on a much bigger list. They've managed to package up rock and roll rebellion and turn it into a high-end consumer brand. It's pretty wild. Okay, but wait, there's one more piece to this whole puzzle. And honestly, it might be the most modern and maybe the most powerful part of the whole operation. It's the engine that turns a random person just browsing the site into a locked-in member of their digital world. They call it Access All Areas. And the pitch is, it's really good. Embark on the ultimate Rolling Stones experience. I mean, who wouldn't want that? They're promising you a deep dive into the archives, exclusive stuff you can't get anywhere else. It all feels like this amazing gift just for the true fans. But you know how it goes. Nothing is ever really free, is it? So, how do you get this access? What's the price of admission? Because here's the thing. While this ultimate experience doesn't cost you any money, you are definitely paying for it. You're paying with something that, in today's world, is incredibly valuable. The process couldn't be simpler. Step 1, they tempt you with that exclusive content. Step 2, you hand over your email address. Step 3, you click agree to the privacy policy. And step 4, boom, you're in. You've got access to the archive. It's a crystal clear transaction, right? Your data for their exclusive content. And that little checkbox you have to tick, yeah? That's not just some boring legal thing you scroll past. In this world, the privacy policy is the contract. It's the document that makes this whole trade official. It spells out that you're not just signing up for a newsletter, you are officially entering into a commercial relationship. And if you actually peek at that fine print, you get to see who's really pulling the levers behind the rock and roll curtain. You know, it's not Mick and Keith personally typing up these emails. It's Universal Music Operations Limited, a massive global corporation. And that right there just shows you the true scale of what's going on. And finally, that little copyright date at the very bottom of the page, 2025. That kind of says it all, doesn't it? This whole thing isn't about looking back. It's not a history project. This is a forward-looking business plan for right now and for the future. And it's being run by one of the most durable brands on the entire planet.
So, where does that leave us? It all comes down to this one big question, really. From rebels to retailers, in a world where music itself can feel devalued, have the Rolling Stones figured out the new blueprint for artistic legacy? To survive and thrive, does every artist have to become a lifestyle brand? Does every fan need to be a consumer? And does every website have to be a storefront? Definitely something to think about.